little boy watched that and looked at the empty counter of food, he screamed to his father, "Father, that's all the butter we have." Then the father turned to his son and he said, "My son, without food, we can live for weeks. But we cannot live for a minute without hope." I close with these words from the psalmist. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and stronghold, a help in trouble, and very near. Therefore we will not be afraid, though the earth reels, though mountains topple into the sea. There is a river whose streams gladden God's city. God is in its midst, and it will not be toppled. At daybreak, God will come to its aid. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. So we dare to hang our hope on God, our refuge and our haven. Amen.
The Governor of the State of Indiana, Mitch Daniels.
Thank you, Bill Enright. It only crossed my mind listening to your conclusion, the words of that familiar old hymn. Well, God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. Well said, Doctor. Thank you all for being here today. I'm sure I speak for many, if not all, when I say that we come today with hearts that are broken, but also hearts that are full. Our hearts are broken for those we have lost, for those who were harmed. Our hearts are broken likewise for those who worked so very hard for a full year to try to make of the Indiana State Fair the great event that it is, family reunion of all Hoosiers that it is. The one place where we come together from farms and inner cities, all ages, all faiths, all walks of life, for ordinarily the most joyous event I know of. So for all those who grieve this morning, and all those who have lost in one way or another so much from the events of the other day, our hearts are with you in a way that Hoosiers are known for. Our hearts are full also. I'll speak for myself at least. My heart is full for those people who, some from duty, but many simply from their love and personal bravery, acted in courageous ways to make sure that Saturday night was not worse than it was. All day yesterday, I talked to state troopers, firemen, emergency personnel. Every one of them had a story about that stranger who was to their left and their right, helping them extricate the injured, lift the scaffolding, complete disregard of their own safety. There was a hero every 10 feet on Saturday night. I'm sure in the other 49 states, people are rightly proud of the character of the people who live there and their special qualities. I think we are entitled to say this morning to ourselves and to America, Indiana is a special place. It's not everywhere that we would have seen that response and that reaction. I cannot tell you how proud I am to be the employee of 6.5 million people like that. And I bet you share that pride too. There's something else about us Hoosiers. When bad luck comes, when trouble comes, we always respond the same way. Our first thought is for those who've been harmed and hurt. Put our arms around them, do everything we can to restore them if we can, or to comfort them if that's the best we can do. And we don't waste time repairing the damage to the barn, to the farm, to the neighbor's house. I've seen it 1,000 times. We just go right to work. Our first instinct is not to look for scapegoats and try to find somebody to lay the blame on. Later on, at the appropriate time, we try to learn lessons. Maybe we do a little better the next time. We're here this morning because we say that our first love, our first concern is with our neighbors. And our first job is to get back to business of living, business of the state fair, business of caring for each other. And I'll say again, it's a source of immense pride to me to be able to work for and on behalf of people like that. There's only one thing in life I'm more proud of. That's that I was hired a long time ago by Sherry Lynn Herman for my most important job. And for those who don't know, Sherry's greatest love, I think, is the Indiana State Fair. She never misses a day, not one. And she was here Saturday night, of course. She's here again this morning. And I hope you'll permit me with pride to introduce to you my fair lady, Sherry Daniel.
On Saturday morning, I hosted my annual Heartland Walk around the state fairgrounds. On Saturday evening, our hearts were broken. There are certain events in life that leave us both shocked and numbed, and this was such an occurrence. In a matter of seconds, we witnessed the unthinkable tragedy, but with that came the instinctive reaction of hundreds of Hoosiers as they responded to help. These are defining moments that reveal our inner strength. We must depend deeply on that strength in the days to come. One of the most often asked questions during times like this is why? In our best intentions, we try to answer this question, when quite frequently, there is no answer. As the scriptures say, time and chance happen to all. When life collapses,